At the heart of this case, a missing 14,000 files from Google that Lewandowski allegedly downloaded and Uber cannot produce. Where are the missing files?
I think that's still the question. I mean, Uber's attorneys, were in court, and they're like, well, we're still looking for them.
But clearly Lewandowski has them, and maybe his lawyer suggested that he not turn them over?
Right. So Lewandowski, is looking to plead the fifth here, which in a civil case can sort of avoid testifying against yourself if there's the threat of criminal action, and that seemed to be the suggestion here. But that puts Uber in a very difficult position.
Yeah, does it hurt their case?
Yeah, because in a civil case, you can't just say, oh, we don't have any evidence, prove it. You still have to produce evidence to defend yourself. So if their key executive isn't helping them to find the executive, that's really damaging to their defense.
It's troubling. But Uber's lawyers asserted, and Judge Alsop seemed to accept, that it's possible that Uber maybe had the access to Google's LiDAR technology, but perhaps didn't use it. Is it possible that Lewandowski developed a unique LiDAR in his short time at Uber? Right.
And that seems like what Uber's probably going to argue. I love the exchange with the judge. He's like, it's possible. It's also possible that they did use it, So, I think that's going to be the defense. And then Lewandowski himself will have to deal with, the implications of whether he stole them or not. But I think Uber hopes to argue that, well, we built it a different way. We're fine, whether he took these files or not. But the judge was definitely sort of asking this question, like, why is this guy still working for you? You guys can fire somebody who doesn't produce documents. You don't have to keep having him at the company.
Why do you think he is still working at Uber?
I think that's a question I'm trying to figure out right now. And I mean, he's close to Travis. I forget, one of them said to the other that they're a brother from another mother.
Travis said that, yeah.
Could never remember which.
Well, the threat here is that Judge Alsop passes a preliminary injunction that stops Uber from developing self-driving car technology. What are the implications if that comes to pass?
It just, it really slows things down. This is a race, and it's a race to get miles on the road. And, Uber's out deploying it in Arizona and Pittsburgh and testing in San Francisco. So it's not something they want to see happen. It would definitely be a blow. And the judge was definitely like, we might be getting into it, preliminary injunction territory. So it's definitely like, you guys need to come up with something, or Google has a pretty strong case.
Okay, last question though. This is part and parcel of Uber's really terrible now 2 months. What can they do to turn this around?
I don't know. Every one they have to just bite off and deal with separately. Overall, we still have this Eric Holder report on their cultural problems. They're hiring this COO. They need to give that person a really big role and have them sort of probably disown some of the mistakes of the company's past. And that's the best hope they've got, I think.